the production, right? And that's a no. I don't care where you come from. Now, the interpretation of it can always be misinterpreted because some people can. I'm not trying to cape for it. I don't know, but let's just listen. Let's just look at his own words here, okay? He wrote this. A lot of questions, and so I'll answer momentarily. I'll just go ahead and put this on here full screen.
Okay.
A lot of questions, and so I'll momentarily break silence to answer. Episode 5 was the 9/11 happened, right? This might not be okay. All right. Episode 5 was the centerpiece of my pitch to Marvel in November 2020. The idea being to have the X-Men mirror the journey of that of any of us who grew up in the original X-Men show experienced since being kids in the 90s. The world was a seemingly safer place for us, where a character like Storm would comment on how skin-based racism was quaint in one man's worth. For the most part, to our young minds, the world was a simple place of right and wrong, where questions about identity and social justice had relatively clear-cut answers. Then 9/11 happened and the world turned against itself. Things weren't so safe anymore. Grassroots populist movements began to rise around the world as a whole nation struggled to deal with the collective trauma and fracture at the seams of every diverse demographic. The effects we still feel today, and it's very elaborate, feel today and have only been exacerbated by more collective trauma like COVID or several recessions. For me, personally, 9/11 was also when I came out of the closet to say to my family and realized not everyone would accept me. It's when I entered college and noticed that certain groups avoided me, or that a Supercuts in Tallahassee, this nigga with the fam, yo, let me find out we was in fam together, bro. So, hold up, man. Yo, I gotta talk to Bo, man. See, there's a whole bunch behind the scenes about this, but I don't get to. All right, so in Tallahassee refused to service me because they didn't do ethnic haircuts. Reality, as Jubilee found in episode 4, got very real and very scary. This happened to many people. We had kids and got jobs with high stakes. Suddenly, it wasn't enough for us to survive. We had responsibilities, and people whose survival depended upon us meeting responsibilities growing up. If you were like me, you were, oh my God. Yeah,
it's a lot. You want me to speed read it? I can speed read.
Yeah. Can you take the next paragraph?
All right. If you were like me, you would actually watch old episodes of the OG cartoon to comfort myself and take yourself back. God knows I did during COVID. But just like Roberto warned Jubilee, there's a danger of living in the past and clinging to nostalgia. There's a danger to not letting go of who we think we are, as Cyclops and Jean are learning. It leaves us stagnant and dangerously unaware of a future we didn't anticipate. Yes, it looked like Gambit's story was going in a specific direction. The crop top was chosen to make you love him. Him pulling off his shirt was intentional. There's a reason he told Rogue any fool would suffer her hand in a dance, even if it ended up not being him suffering. But if events like 9/11, Tulsa, Charlottesville, or Pulse nightclub teach us anything, it's that too many stories are often cut far too short. I partied at Pulse. It was my club. I have so many great memories of its awesome white lounge. It was, like Genosha, a safe place for me and everyone like me to dance and laugh and be free. I thought about this a lot when crafting the season and this episode, and how the gay community in Orlando rose to heal from that event. Like many of us who grew up on the OG cartoon, the X-Men have now been hit hard by the realities of an adult and unsafe world. Life's happened to them, and they, like we did, will have to decide which parts of themselves they will cling to and which parts they'll let go of in order to do what they've been telling humanity to do. Face an uncertain future they never saw coming. As Trask told Cyclops in the premiere, you have no idea what it's like to be left behind by the future. Now the X-Men do, and like each of us, they'll have to weigh whether this is a time, for social justice, or as Magneto preached at his trial, is it a time for social healing?
Now, there's a lot. A lot said that was frankly completely irrelevant to the subject. But I'll just kind of just speak to it. So the claims at the time, it was a lot. Sorry, can't get that time back. But I learned something in that.
There's been absolutely no talk about what his actions actually were from either of them, which is also a choice. That's a little.
I don't know. I read about his supposed, and I don't know how actually.
But it's not coming from Disney, and it's not coming from,
and it won't come from him because he probably got caught up in that same bullshit that we all got caught up in when we signed up for Disney Plus. We can't take them to court. It'll be settled in arbitration.
Yeah.
Well, Oh wow. How do we know that he has Disney Plus? Just because he works
I mean,
for
it doesn't. I'm sure they made him sign it. Like if you look at the Disney logo, you probably are bound to that as well.
Liable, yeah.
Right?
If you ever
So
went to Disney in your life, you probably can't sue him.
I mean, as a critic, they make me agree to it just to watch their episodes on their screener site. Like I don't even have to sign up just to watch it. I mean, they make me agree to not sue them.
Devious but smart. I learned that there's a lot of parallels between me and this nigga. It sounded like he might have went to fam like I did, and it sounded like it might have been maybe a little around the same time. And then he also spent time in Orlando, which is where I am right now. So I feel like I might have crossed this dude path or something. That's
because
cool.
he did say Pulse. He did say Pulse, right? And we done been to Pulse.
Yeah, that's down the street. I had to perform there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, once.
Isn't that the one that got attacked?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, 49 massacred. Yeah, it was pretty ugly.
And they recreated it in the show.
Yeah.
And subsequently and this is just a real quick sidebar, but freaking DeSantis made it against the law to change the colors of any highway in Florida. So like when they had Pride Week, they used to be able to put up like the rainbow colors. Now it's like against the law to do that, which I think is crazy. I think that's just crazy. Because even if we wanted to have like African colors, you know what I'm saying? But just to do it, just to spite one anyway, that's a whole other thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to go that direction. But I do still believe that. Talk to me about why like they can't even put magic colors.
Yeah, like I feel like we went down a complete rabbit hole because I asked what happened. It's still yet to know.
Well,
what
my thing is I believe that there was
accusations.
There were accusations of lewd
inappropriate behavior.
Yeah, supposedly, like I think this was sent to somebody, and this ended up being something. Yeah. Look, even on this post, it says,
this is fan art.